Hello everyone. In last class, we just solved a problem on consignment 15 marks question. Same kind of questions we will solve in today's videos class. Okay, let us go through the problem. Sri Mehta of Bombay consigns 1000 cases of goods costing 100 each. So here consigner is Mehta. First we have to identify who is consigner, who is consignee. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸ್ದ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಸ್ 1000 cases of goods costing 100 each. 1000 into 100, that is nothing but 1 lakh, right? 1 lakh rupees of goods consigned by Mehta to whom? To Sri Sundaram of Madras. So here consignee is Sri Sundaram. Sri Sundaram is the consignee, costing 100 each to Sri Sundaram of Mandar. Mehta pays carriage. Mehta is consigner. Consigner made certain expenses. Whatever the expenses he done, it is treated as either recurring or non-recurring. Let us go through whether it is recurring or non-recurring. ಅದು recurring or non-recurring ನೋಡೋಣ. Carriage, once in a while ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, while sending the goods. Carriage, non-recurring. And freight, that is also once in a while sending the goods itself, non-recurring, right? And loading charges also ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಕಳಿಸುವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ non-recurring. So while calculating abnormal loss and consignment stock, we have to consider consigner expenses like 1000 plus 3000 plus 1000, total 5000 is the non-recurring expenses. Non-recurring expenses. Okay. Next, Sri Sundaram sale 700 cases at 140 per case. Sundaram consignee 700 cases na sale ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ into 140 per case. 140 per ಕೇಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ತೆ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 98,000, ರೈಟ್? 98,000. ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೇಲ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಂದರಂ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ he incurring certain expenses. Clearing charges. Clearing charges means while in shipment or while in port, in order to, before receiving the goods, he has to pay certain charges. That is called clearing charges. That is 850. ಅವನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್, ಹಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ shipment. Okay, shipment yard. So it is non-recurring expenses. Next, storage. Storage means in his godown he has to pay certain expenses regarding storage. It is recurring, monthly paying, so it is recurring. We treated it is as recurring expenses. Next, packing and selling and packing also recurring. Selling expense, while he go through the sales, he made certain expenses, that is also recurring. So here non-recurring expenses only, that is what? Clearing charges. Next, it found that 150 cases damaged in transit. While transit, ಬಾಂಬೆ ಇಂದ ಮದ್ರಾಸ್ ಬರುವ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ 150 cases of goods damage ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ. It is treated as abnormal loss. We have to calculate under working note. Sundaram entitled to get 10% commission. What he done the sales, on that he has to get the 10% commission. Now we have to do show the consignment account, Sundaram account, and goods sent on consignment account. Let's go through the first account in the books of Mehta, consignment account. Okay, Sri Mehta of Bombay consigns 1000 cases of goods costing 100 each. That means 2 goods sent on consignment account. So we are preparing consignment account in the books of Mehta. 2 goods sent on consignment account, that is 1000 cases into 100, 1 lakh rupees. Next, Sundaram of Mehta pay carriage. Who is going to pay? Mehta. Mehta is the consignor. We should not mention the name of Mehta. So to bank account, whatever the expense he done, we have to write here. Carriage 1000, freight 3000, loading 1000, total 5000 rupees expenses made by the Mehta. It should be transferred to bank account through the consignment account. Clear? Next, Sri Sundaram sells 700 cases at 140 per case. So he received the goods and he done the sales. Who done the sales? By Sundaram. Sundaram done the sales. How much? 700 into 140, that is 98,000. Next, 140 case by incurring clearing charges. So Sundaram also made certain expenses. It should be debited under Sundaram account. Sundaram account. Yakandre in the books of Mehta, we are not supposed to write the name of Mehta for expenses, right? But we can write the name of Sundaram. Clear? So whatever the expenses made by the Sundaram, we have to write here. Clearing charges 850, storage 1700, selling expenses 600, selling expenses 600, total 3150, that is 850 plus 1700 plus 600, that is 3150. This is the expenses made by the Sundaram. Clear? Next, it found that 150 cases damaged in transit. Sundaram is entitled to get 10% commission. On 98,000, he is supposed to get 10% commission. 10% commission and rest that is 9,800. So later we will calculate the abnormal loss. Now we just provide the commission. Yarige Sundaramge commission ಕೊನೆಷ್ಟು ಆ 98,000 about 10% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 9,800. Now just see the account. Here we have the details of 1000 goods, but here only 700. Now we have to check about the 300 goods. Where it gone? Let us go through that. See, 1000 cases sent by the Sundaram. In that 700 was sold by 1000 cases sent by the Mehta. 700 cases sold by whom? Sundaram. Remaining is 300. In the problem they told, it was found that 150 cases damaged in transit. So Sundaram is not get 150 goods because it is destroyed in transit. So remaining 150. So it is treated as abnormal loss and it is about consignment stock. Now we have to calculate abnormal loss as well as consignment stock. Let us go through that. So calculation of abnormal loss. Total goods destroyed 150 goods into how much? 100. That is about 150 into 100, 15,000. Next, proportionate non-recurring expenses incurred by the consignor. ಎಷ್ಟು non-recurring expenses incurred ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರೆ consignor? That is carriage 1000, freight 3000, loading 1000. 1000 plus 1000 plus 3000, that is 1000 plus 1000 plus 3000, that is about 5,000. 5,000 rupees he incurred. He incurred 5,000 rupees for 1,000 goods sent. 1,000 goods ಅನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಿಕೆ 5,000 ಅವನು ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 150ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? That is about 5,000 divided by 1,000 into 150 is about 750 rupees. So about proportionate non-recurring expenses incurred by consignee, it is destroyed while goods in transit. So these 150 goods is not received by the consignee. So we are not adding the expenses of consignee. Consignee ಈ 150 ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ದಾರಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲೇ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಕೇವಲ ಕನ್ಸೈನರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ 15,750. ಸೊ these 15,750 should write in the consignment account. That is about by abnormal loss account on 50 cases 15,750. So here 7,000 plus 150 850, we get the in 1000 goods we have the calculation of 700 plus 150 850. Remaining 150 is, that is nothing but consignment stock account, that is about 150, but we have to calculate it in the working note. Let us calculate the consignment stock. Okay, total goods sent by the Mehta, that is 1000 goods into 100. Quantity is 100, 1000, the value is 100, total 1 lakh rupees goods sent by the consignor. So now proportionate non-recurring expense incurred by the consignor, we already calculated how much, that is 750, right? Proportionate non-recurring expenses we already calculated. Sorry, we should not consider here, it is proportionate, but here about we have to calculate total non-recurring expenses. No need to include proportionate, either include ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, but you should not include proportionate. Just non-recurring expenses incurred by the consignor, that is about 1000 plus 1000 plus 3000, that is about 5,000 rupees. So total for 1000 goods he made expenses of 1,05,000, and less abnormal loss we already calculated 15,750. So now 1,05,000 less 15,750, that is 89,250. So 15,750 abnormal loss calculation ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು 150 goods ಸಿಗಾದ್ರೆ. So now 850 goods valued at 89,250. ಸೊ 1,05,000 ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ ನಿಜ, ಆದರೆ ದಾರಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ 150 ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಬೆಲೆ ಕಳೆದಾಗ 850 ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ಫೈನಲಿ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ whom? Consignee, that is Sundaram. What about Sundaram non-recurring expenses? That is only one, clearing charges 850. That is only one, clearing charges 850. Total 90,100 about 850 goods. 850 ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಒಟ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋವಂಥದ್ದು 9,100. ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 700 goods. ಸೊ 150 is the quantity of consignment stock. About the value, how we have to calculate the value? Here we have to calculate the value of consignment stock. Now we have the quantity is 150. So you just do the cross multiplication. That is 90,100 is the value of 850 goods. Hence, what about the 150 goods? So it's nothing but 90,100 divided by 850 into 150. That is about 15,900 is the consignment stock. Consignment stock is nothing but 15,900. So we have the consignment stock here. Just enter into the consignment account 15,900. Let us go through the balancing of consignment account. Before that, I will brief once again the consignment stock. So ಒಟ್ಟು 1,000 ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನು ಕನ್ಸೈನರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ 5,000, 1,000, 1,000, 3,000, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 5,000. ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಟ್ಟು 1,000 ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ಸಿಗೆ 1,05,000 ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಿ 150 ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 850 ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ 850 ನಾನ್ ರಿಕರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ 90,100 ಇಸ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 850 ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ 9,100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 850ಗಾದರೆ 150ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 15,900. ಸೊ 150 is the quantity. So now we got all the item and we completed the every entries of the question. So just balancing, which side is more? Probably we first calculate the credit side. 98,000 plus 15,750 plus 15,900, that is about 1,29,650 less 1,05,000, 3,150, 9,800, that is about 11,700 is the, so credit side is more, 11,700 is the balance. So that 11,700 is called as profit on consignment. Profit on consignment, you can call it as profit on consignment. By seeing the consignment account, let us go through the consignee account. So here wherever you see the name of Sundaram, you just transfer it to the Sundaram account. In debit side, to Sundaram, that is by consignment account. Consignment account, how much? 3,150, 3,150. Next, to Sundaram account, that is commission by consignment account. Commission, that is 9,800, that is about debit side. Credit side by Sundaram, that is to consignment account. $98,000. Okay, so total highest is 98,000, balance it 98,000. Clear? From 98,000 less 3,150 less 9,800, that is about 85,050 is the balance. So 85,050 should be transferred to bank account. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಒಟ್ಟು 98,000 ಗುಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಆ 98,000 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕನ್ಸೈನರಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ಅವನ ಖರ್ಚು ಎಷ್ಟು? 3,150 ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅವನ ಕಮಿಷನ್ 9,800 ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 85,050 ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಂದರಂ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟರ್ನ್ consignment account, that is the last account we have to. So for goods sent on consignment, just go through the consignment account. To goods sent on consignment, that is by consignment account about 1 lakh, about 1 lakh. So balance it 1 lakh, 1 lakh. To trade or purchase account 1 lakh. This is the simple way of solving the goods and turn consignment account. The problem is very easy. Same kind of problem you can see in the semester examination. Thank you.